We're here at Short Finger Brewing, opened up in 2015. They pride themselves on being a craft brewery while also supplying homebrew supplies to the local Waterloo region. So super cool. Usually you're going to get breweries that are strictly focusing on craft beer itself and not necessarily the supplies and home brewing. So they have those two elements to it, which I find very fascinating. And it's great to get people involved in, craft beer, not just by buying it, but also, pushing them to brew their own beers as well.
It's sort of like three-part. The first part is the homebrew shop. The second part is making some interesting, unique, often just one-off beers. And then the third part is the education component, where we still do, well, not right now because it's a pandemic, but when we can, learn to brew classes, guided tastings, pairings, things like that. We want people to enjoy what they're drinking, and for those who want to learn more about it, make it so that it's less intimidating to learn, that there's fewer barriers to learn, right? A lot of those programs are really expensive. That's not something that we're super interested in. We really just want to help people understand what they're making or what they're drinking. The thing we do a lot of is a beer called Lando, which is Rob's baby, and it's a blended mixed fermentation sour saison. And so we have, I think, about 10 different iterations of that now, and it's always pulling from different barrels and sometimes just blending, two old barrels or adding new saison or throwing different fruit in, or so we're kind of playing on different variations on the theme.
All right, Andy.
Kitchener-Waterloo now for
Kitchener-Waterloo.
about 4 hours now. What are your perceptions thus far?
Thus far, it's been pretty good. I wasn't entirely sure of what to expect, to be perfectly honest. The beer has definitely shone through for sure. There's been a little bit of everything. Like, for instance, this has been a fantastic sour. A little bit more on the punchy side compared to, Block 3, but it's good. You get a little bit of everything on the spectrum. So far so good. We went from Block 3, which is more of sort of a patio restaurant-y type vibe, to Short Finger, which is more on the, sort of about the beer and the home brewing, and not to say that it's not something to look at, but it's just a different ambiance, which is nice. And you get that sort of variation between craft breweries. So KW is pulling the same punches.
Yeah, I love it. I think Short Finger here is really cool. Block 3 was a little bit more of like a posh area in St. Jacobs, but this here is like way more your industrial area craft breweries that we kind of love from areas in Hamilton and Toronto that really kind of showcase this industrial area that I think goes so well with awesome craft breweries.
Absolutely. And we're on to more after this, so
cheers, amigo.
Down the hatch.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching our video of Short Finger. Wonderful opportunity meeting Kat, getting some great insight on how the brewery operates and everything associated with it.
Absolutely, they do some really great things with the mixed fermentation beers and saisons, so if you're a fan of those, definitely give Short Finger a look. We want to say, if you liked it, definitely click like, hit subscribe, and if you're a big fan of this stuff, go to rollinghopsbeertours.com, scroll all the way down and put your email in there for our newsletter, and we'll send you a lot more information.